Good evening, everyone. Today we are going to discuss about LSRW. So before that, in previous video, we discussed hesitation and speaking English. And everybody knows hesitation is the biggest barrier, and it's very this kind of a struggle, that means feeling uneasy and you feel something difficulty to express your idea, to express your views in speaking English. And that is why it's better to forget hesitation, and it's you are supposed to leave it as much as possible. And this is the biggest barrier, and it will okay, that means what do you call this, it will stop you to speak English. Okay, that is why as much as possible it's better to leave the hesitation. Okay, right? Okay, just leave it. And next, today we are going to discuss LSRW. And LSRW is a hot topic everybody knows, and improving in communication skills in English and spoken English. In this point of view, this is very very important. And L means here listening, and S stands for speaking, R stands for reading, and W stands for writing. You know, here listening is very very important factor, and the next reading and reading both are important factors. These are also called receptive skills. Receptive skills means here we need to observe and we need to observe the subject from others. And listening, that means here when he speaks someone you can listen to him, and when you listen to some conference and some meeting, one need to observe and need to absorb the information from him. And while listening to English news and while listening to movies, you can observe the dialects. By listening you can that means you can bring the all these things into your mind. That is why this is called receptive skill. That means you are receiving information from others. And in the same way, reading also same pattern, and you need to receive the information from texts and material and books, something, and paragraphs and catalogs, whatever it may be, in documents and manuscripts. And I need to read something from magazines and news papers and all these things. You will get some information, right? And buy two things and you can get information. These are called receptive skills. Okay, that means here some people or some other activities, some other materials are giving information to you. Here, whereas and speaking and writing, these skills will come out of you. That means these are called productive skills. After listening and reading, we need to, on the basis of both things, we need to develop speaking and writing. That is why they are called productive skills. Okay, productive skills depend upon you. You are the root cause of these productive skills, and that means you need to exhibit your talent in that. How you can acquire speaking? When you listen to something, you need to speak it out. How we can write something? When you read something, you need to write it. Okay, that is where reading and speaking are both are, and productive skills, they will come from you. That is where both require this power and veracious practice. Without practice you could not improve speaking skills and writing skills. Sometimes speaking skills also is also most important than writing skills. Some people, they are very good at writing. Writing skills means here, and writing clearly and lucidly is not at all called writing skills. That means writing with the idea, and writing with and by following a grammatical and pattern and syntax, all this called writing skills. Writing paragraph is called on your own, this is called writing skill. And speaking, this is different criteria. What do you say? And speaking is highly based on practice. When you listen to something, when you read something, when you write something, okay, need to speak it out. We need another person also. If you do not have another person, you need to practice yourself in front of mirror. This is the biggest criteria. That is why speaking requires a lot of practice. Without any doubt and without, as earlier you discussed, without any hesitation, we need to speak it out. Okay, even though we commit mistakes, lot of mistakes. That is why once again repeating that, and listening is an important factor, and reading is also important factor. Both are called receptive skills. Okay, we need to get information from others and other any source, and here speaking and writing will come from you. That means on the basis of listening and reading, we need to acquire all two things: speaking and writing. Speaking requires more practice, and the more you will commit mistakes in speaking, the more language will be. Okay, because it's an international language. At the same time, it's not our mother tongue. That is why this is very natural to commit mistakes. We have learned all this long. Most of the teachers and most of the those who are well versed in language, those who are fluent in language, they used to commit lot of mistakes. They have learned a beautiful language from mistakes. Have you got my point? Okay, thank you very much watching my video, and don't forget that and practice is very important, and stay tuned with me. Okay, subscribe my channel. Thank you very much and good night. Take care.